is my man, the myth, the legend, Krayzie Bone.
All right now. Yep.
What's going on, family? How you feeling?
Good. All is good, man.
Oh man, I'm just chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the birthday weekend, so I've been running around all day, doing what I had to do, doing what I gotta do. Can you feel me?
Oh yeah, man. I feel you. Enjoy your time. Good time, man.
Oh yeah. You already know. So we're gonna get right into it, brother. So first of all, those of you who are just joining us, y'all here to see my man Krayzie Bone. I'm your host, LS. This is Hip Hop Radio. If you want to listen, if you're driving, please go to thisishiphop.online and press that button, and y'all can hear us. So, let's get it started. So, how you feeling first and foremost? Since we've been in this COVID thing, man, and we just starting to get it to move around. How's it been for you first and foremost?
Man, I've been good, man. You like real relieved. Out, the work, I don't think I could have did another, so it's a wonderful thing, but just preparing for, something else like this. While we've had this dream, I've just been preparing for, making sure everything is good. Keep it working, man. Just stay busy. Making
Absolutely.
music.
Yeah, I already know. But one thing, what started to happen for me is I started learning how to do things that I wouldn't have never thought, right?
Yeah.
And what that is for me is the actual survival kit. So now if these lights go out,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know what I'm saying? I know exactly what to do.
Exactly.
They say they're hearing a little, they say they're hearing a little echo, whatever the case is. So let me just get this right. Before anything else, man, I definitely wanted to also congratulate you on your Truth Talks. You know what I'm saying? The Truth Talks podcast, man. What's up with that? How did that begin? Did that come in the wake of this whole pandemic thing?
Man, no, we actually started doing Truth Talks before this whole pandemic thing jumped off. The show was basically, we talk about like a lot of different issues. We talk about, politics, entertainment, religion. We talk about a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like other podcasts don't really, like a lot of podcasts and like rappers like me that you would see doing, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not a podcast we're not talking about the latest gossip of other celebrities and you know what I'm saying, who's sleeping with who, you know what I'm saying? We talking about
Right.
You know what I'm saying, we giving people like real informative information and just trying to keep people woke for real.
No doubt. One thing's for sure is that I caught it a little late, right? I caught it like early this year. And the one that stood out to me was you was exposing the music industry. You know what I'm saying? That joint right there, like I was like, wow. But I kind of already knew, you know what I'm saying, some of that, like, you know what I mean? If you are an artist and you actually been in these meetings and things of that nature and not getting so close to that, but you hear rumblings. You hear, if you're sitting in the studio and you're a studio rat and you listen and you kind of hear certain rumblings about certain things, but you don't know it for firsthand. So with you exposing that, you know what I'm saying, and talking about that with your co-host, man, let me ask you about the mindset. Was that more of a let me teach the people that want to get in this game what to look for, or it was just something that needed to be said because nobody's really talking?
I mean, man, all of the above. You know, because I mean, like, man, it needs to be put out there. People need to know, like, so they know their options. Like, you got to be sharp, man, to get into this industry, man, because it's like the way it's designed, like every other thing, especially for us, is to trap you. Everything is a trap, and the bait is money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and you got to be careful about it, man. Like, for real, like you really got to pick and choose what you do. All money ain't good money, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like you got to be careful and know the business, man. Like, because the bit is very detrimental that you know the business and just understand what you're getting into.
Yeah, no, I totally understand that. And with that being said, with you, I see that you venturing off and doing your own thing as far as, well, you've been doing your thing independently for a minute. And a lot of people say they do a lot of independent, but they're really not. They're like backed by a label in the shadows, right? So
Mm-hmm.
with you, as far as that, how important is it for artists to actually, how important is independence, first of all, to you?
Well, first of all, I don't really think it's a lot of labels, you know what I'm saying, that's not getting help from a bigger label, any independent
Thank you.
label. And so it's like I don't, you know what I'm saying, that word independent is just something people throw out there just to make themselves feel good, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you checking in money to somebody somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So because even the boss got a boss. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah, yeah,
you check
exactly.
somewhere. So man, yeah, just like that, for real. It is.
Straight up and down. Nah, that's what's up. So the 420 album leaves a legend, man.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
yes,
Yeah.
let's talk about that for a second, because at the end of the day, it dropped on 420. A lot of
Yeah.
people, they might want to push out a project for a certain date, right? But how
Mm-hmm.
important was it for you to actually push that project out first and foremost? It's 13 cuts on there. Did you
Yeah.
have more? But how important was it?
Man, oh yeah, of course I always have more. Always have more. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's something I've been wanting to do, man, was always like, you know, because you know, everybody know that Bone Thugz N Harmony, we always been, you know, advocates of Mary Jane. You know what I'm saying?
No
We always
question.
promote, always indulged in it. And you know, I just always wanted to do a whole album with nothing but like something you could just album you just put on, blaze up and ride to all the way
Right.
through. You know? And so it took me a while to do it because I was thinking about this like years ago, you know what I'm saying? But it took me
Yeah.
a minute to do it. And, you know, like, man, so, and not only that, is I started my own cannabis brand, which is Krayzie Bone Cannabis
We
Company.
gonna get
Which,
into that. Yeah.
yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So it was all a soundtrack for that as well. You know what I'm saying? Simultaneously, and yeah, man, it's all like a chain game, man. Everything links and connects. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So with that album, just jumping back to it real quick, right? The vibe, listening to it. If you're a smoker, it's definitely something you could lay back to. You could listen to. It's almost like it gives you those vibes where you could just zone out. Whatever you're doing, you could zone out. You could clean the house with it. All types of stuff. Me personally, I think it's a drive to wherever, drive to California from here from Vegas and listen to that joint. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? The vibe for me.
Yeah,
It gives you that. If you're not a smoker, people, you're gonna enjoy it for the music. But us smokers, we enjoy it for the content because we can relate to that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, yeah, what was the process of that, man? Like, what was like? I understand it was in the works for a while, but like making that, what was your process? Was it just like, yo, I'm gonna just smoke, or it was like you said, just the soundtrack for the cannabis
Man,
brand?
I mean, man, yeah, not even necessarily smoking, just going in and just going in the lab and just vibing. You know, of course you
Yeah,
got to get your mind right, you know what I'm saying? But you know, like it was just basically going
yeah,
in the studio, just finding the right beats, picking the right songs, and you know, like just going there, just vibing, man. Like for real, yeah, hell yeah.
yeah. Leaves of Legends. So now in this cannabis brand, everybody's popping up here and there. You got everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
But of course, you love the Mary Jane. We all love the Mary Jane. But it is a hard business to get into. It's not easy. It's almost like attaining a liquor license, in my perspective. But for
Mm.
you, what made you say this is what I'm gonna do, and why the name?
Man, you know, uh, probably was because you know, I wanted to get into the education side of it too. You know what I'm saying? And kind of help educate people about, you know, like people that help create this huge market, which is us. You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
we've been penalized and, you know, and sent to prison for it. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel like we should have a piece that some of that money should be being funneled down to some of the communities, that they used to ride through and harass us for the marijuana. You know what I'm saying? And put so many of us away for simply like indulging in marijuana. So, just trying to do things like that, man, and because because when you think of music, hip hop music and cannabis, Bone Thugz N Harmony resonates with it. You know what I'm saying? Just like Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa and Cypress Hill and all those cats. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what, you know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, this is a no brainer right here. You know what I'm saying? No brainer, man. No brainer.
Yeah, no doubt. So you've been on a tour with this thing, man, just promoting it. I've been seeing you, a lot of your stuff on YouTube and just other little commercials popping up here and there. You know what I'm saying? With you just promoting your brand, even on other platforms. And how much of that is bringing more awareness to what you're doing, period? Because we're going to get into your other ventures, but how much is you just doing that, bringing that awareness towards everything that you're doing, and how does those coincide with the business?
Hold on, I didn't hear the first part that you said.
Oh no, how does it coincide? How does your brand and the tour of you promoting the brand, how does that bring more awareness to like your clothing line, which we're about to get into in a minute, and other things that you're doing? How much does that bring in? Because initially they looking at Krayzie Bone, and then they like, oh, this is his brand. So how much of that like brings that awareness towards everything else you're doing?
Oh man, a lot. You have to go out and make people aware of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You got to go out and touch the people. You got to introduce like what you're doing to them. You got to be out there among the people to do that. So it's like you got to be out on the road, man. Like if you want to, that's the best thing to do if you're trying to like especially with everything I'm doing. It takes me to be like on the move and on the go and in people's faces and stuff like that. So and with this COVID, like we've been real limited on what we can do, but like
Yeah.
we've been able to maneuver and just like like keep mashing full throttle.
Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up. The name Leaves of Legends. Like,
Mhm.
what's inspired that name?
Well, that's one of the branches that we have under the Krayzie Bone Cannabis Company. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And Leaves of Legend is, like we're gonna do different strains with different legends that, what I'm saying, this in the cannabis, whether it be musicians or entertainers or actors, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So that's what that brand is gonna
Okay.
rep. Yeah.
Okay. So that actually kind of ties into everything that you've done. You've touched with artists who's actually done records with you and everything. So you're gonna start doing strains with them, or is it because? And I'll give you an example. There's a lot of people that's doing certain things, like they have a restaurant and they got
Mhm.
the Big Mac or whatever the case is, little small mom and pop things. Are you going to do something like that with the strains as far as the legends is concerned?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. We definitely working on something like exactly like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give it away.
Yeah.
Yes, we are definitely on to that for sure. And
No,
and
that's
and a few other things for sure.
that's dope. That's dope, man. Which leads me also into, you said about the communities, right?
Hmm.
So bringing everything full circle. So as far as what you're doing for the community, you got a nonprofit organization, Spread the
Hmm.
Love Foundation, man. Talk to
Yes,
us
sir.
about that real quick.
Yes, indeed, man. That's have spread the little foundation. Right now, I'm in the process of acquiring the you know, property in my hometown, Cleveland, Ohio, to like build a Bone Thugs and Harmony Academy, Performing Arts Academy, school, and museum. You know what I'm saying? Like to uh, just to showcase some history of everybody that's made it from Ohio, so people in the community can come to this place and see, you know, and be inspired, and you know what I'm saying, and like see that they can make it up out of here, because a lot of greats have made it up out of Ohio or Cleveland, although they talk about it like Bone. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We represent, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, you know, it's a lot of talent come from there, man. Like not just Cleveland, but like just all over Ohio. So you know what I'm saying? Come in there, and that's actually where I want to have my the home for my for what I'm doing with my management, like the Life Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, the label and all that stuff. So I want to have my stuff stationed in Cleveland, so people can feel like they have, like, you know what I'm saying, like somewhere to go, and you ain't got to get on the bus and go all the way to California, and you know you ain't got to go to New York. If we can't help you, if we can't help you, we can put you on to some. If you got talent, if we can't help you, we can put you on to somebody that can. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we trying to help. Definitely.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. So now you made it so that they can actually, the people in Ohio could come straight to you. They ain't got to get on the bus like y'all did. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got on there, went out there and say, hey, we just going to go out there and find easy, somehow, some way. we going to do it, and we going to put it together. And what's crazy about that is starving artists from certain places, they don't have nobody that come and reach back for the community. You know what I mean? Reach back to the community and say, look, this is how you get put on. And if we can't do it for you, we'll put you in touch with somebody if you have the talent, right? Which brings me to my next joint. So you got artists as well. Are they all from your hometown, or are they all from Cleveland, or how did you actually acquire these guys?
No. Three artists I mess with is out of Cleveland. That's Kane, artist by the name of Nova, and artist by the name of Mook, the Ohio player. You know what I'm saying? And man, yeah, you know, I got three artists from Cleveland. I have an artist from St. Louis, Lady Smoker. I have a artist from California, his Position, who's also our DJ, producer, and a whole lot of other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Get Addicted Mafia, which is a husband and wife duo group. You know what I'm saying?
That's different.
Working with a 14-year-old named King Bo, and my young cat up out of the Bronx, Dominican cat named Adonis. You know what I'm saying? Who raps in Spanish and English, man. He real dope little dude. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like working with artists and developing artists, man. Just like working with them and like doing stuff like, you know what I'm saying? Like just doing stuff the labels used to do, like having them out here in the field, having them get like experience and like meeting different people, you know what I'm saying, bumping elbows with everybody else and just soaking up the game, you know what I'm saying, so they have that knowledge, you know what I'm saying, like when they really get going, they'll have that knowledge and they'll know how to move, you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Now, when you was introduced to some of these guys, and I ain't asking for all of it, but how did you pick? You know what I'm saying? How did you pick the artist that you wanted to represent your label?
Man, originality. Every artist I have sounds different. Like nobody sounds like. I'm not looking for people that sound like somebody. So if you come up to me talking about you sound like somebody, I'm not interested. I'm not. Even if you come up to me, if you come up to me and say you sound like Bone, I mean, I'm really not interested. But if I hear something that's really cool and emulate out well, you know what I'm saying, I listen to it. You know what I'm saying. But I'm looking for different, man. I'm looking for like something that has not been done, something that's going to surpass what Bone, Thugz N Harmony has done. I'm not scared to blow another artist up bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it's supposed to be, like for real.
Absolutely. Do you think that that's where a lot of people drop the ball because they got artists that's been sitting and they've been holding them because they ain't want them to blow up bigger than them? You think that that's like, you know, you've seen that before. I'm sure you've seen it. But do you think that it's with independent artists trying to get with a major artist and be up under him do you think that it's more or less they got to pick the right person, or should they actually just run with him just to learn the game and then branch off and do their own thing? What's your take on that?
I mean, you know, I mean, it depends on your situation. If you got time to waste and be with somebody, if you got time to waste just to be with somebody to get the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But if, you know, like some people, I know like people today, people on the move, they trying to get it now, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, man, it's just so many ways you can do it, man. It just all depends on your situation, like, and what you're looking for.
Yeah. So in other words, you ain't trying to hold nobody back. You like, look, man, I need the hitters. I need the hitters right now, because if you already a legend and you put somebody else up there to that legendary status, then you won all games on the chessboard. You cleared the chessboard basically. Yeah,
man, definitely. I'm not trying to hold nobody back, man. Like we can make money together, you know what I'm saying, and do what you do with that. Whatever a person feel like they want to go off and fly and do their own thing, which they should. You know, like we sever ties, make everything we sever ties, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we just like keep the peace and we just move on. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not like doing all that, like trying to hold people against their will is not even healthy for nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's not mentally healthy. It's not healthy at all. It's not physically healthy. It's just like drama. You know what I'm saying? And,
yeah, I'm already knowing.
Yeah.
I'm already knowing. You know, there's been a lot of Bone clones out there. Like, trust me, I done ran into so many people who just was spitting just like y'all. You know what I'm saying? They wanted that rapid fire just like y'all, right? Even down to the hairstyles. Yeah. But have you ever ran into that, like on the road, like ran into cats that's just like, we just like y'all? Well, not really like that, but
all the time, man. Yeah, all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, you know, like a lot of them be having it down, like they sound good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? But my thing is just like that's been done. So
exactly.
Yeah, you got to figure out what's been done here, like for real, and you be the winner. For real. I mean, you can ride other people's wave, but when you make your own wave, now you're talking, like for real.
Exactly. So when throughout your years, right? Throughout the years, you guys been touring, doing your thing. You've been doing when you went solo, you was doing your own thing. You ran into a lot of people, right? Now, me personally, I seen a lot of groups come out after you guys. And there's a lot of guys that sounded just like y'all. I used to compare y'all to a group called Crucial Conflict. I know everybody did. When you first heard them, what was your first thought? Did you just say, oh, they tight, but they do their own thing? Or was it like, those are one of the clones? Because with me, I didn't think so. I just said I compare them because of the flow.
I mean, to keep it 100, I kind of saw a similarity, and we was young and still wild. We really didn't like it. Like we wasn't at the stage of looking at imitation like flattery. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it wasn't even. It was just like the sound was similar. Not saying it was necessarily like rapping like us, but like this, you know, like the harmony. The sound was similar, and like we was, you know, like we felt like a certain kind of way about it. That's why the whole beef and stuff took off, because we wasn't at that level of thinking, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, now we, you know, like we was raised from, you know what I'm saying, like biters and perpetrators, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
So that's why we made it a point that we wasn't sounding like nobody, like, and that's always been the goal.
Shit, when I first heard y'all, I was like, yo, these cats. When I first heard the first record y'all put out, you know what I'm saying? It didn't hit me like, you know, the first of the month was dope. I heard it everywhere. I was like, God dang, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
But when that For the Love of Money hit, it was nothing else better than that, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, when that shit hit, I was like, this is all I'm listening. And y'all had Easy on it, right? He came a little different than y'all, but that shit was just like a feel-good record.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, salute to y'all for that, right? And I'm like, yo, these cats coming out of Ohio, because one of my homeboys, Rufus Black, you know what I'm saying? He from Youngstown.
Yes,
And
sir.
he came out of Ohio, but he didn't rap like y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, this is something new. So it brings me to this. When y'all went on the road and y'all doing y'all thing, right? And y'all making this tour money and this shit is coming in. Now I'm talking about after the promo tours and all of that. But when y'all making this money coming in, did y'all ever say to yourselves, cause y'all fresh off the block, right? Y'all thugs. And I got a good glimpse of seeing y'all long time ago in New York on some thug shit. You know what I'm saying? So I said, oh yeah, they the real deal. But when y'all was doing that, did y'all ever think like, yo, we could get other money off of these tours? Like, you know what I'm saying? Did you ever think about that? Did that ever cross your mind? Or did that come later?
I mean, it definitely came later, man. You know, like we moved real fast in the younger days. It's a lot of things we didn't understand, you know, because you got to understand, like our mentor like died like a year of us, like less than a year of us being with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so we didn't get a chance like to really like learn. Like he was showing us, but like we still had a long way to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like we didn't have that knowledge. Like, so everything came later on after the many mistakes and like, you know what I'm saying, and just like learning, like hitting them brick walls. You know, we learned, we came up on the rough side of the mountain. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we was them dudes that learned everything the hard way with hard heads, and you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what it is.
Thank God y'all still here. All of y'all are still here.
A
Because the
blessing.
grimy 90s was something different.
Oh
That was
yeah.
something different. You know what I mean? And those people who know what I'm talking about running around, they know about what the grimy 90s was about. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to go into these clubs and perform, and you got to go get that money. You could be somewhere in St. Louis, and you might, you booked, but you going in there and it's nothing but a thug affair in the parking lot. And you like, yo.
Bro, we've been to many of them in St. Louis and New York and Tennessee. Like, yeah. We've been to many of them like type of spots, you know what I'm saying? Like Cleveland, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. I know. For
Yeah.
sure.
What was your favorite city to perform in?
Man, back in the day, I mean, back then, I would say we had two. It was Cleveland and Chicago. Chicago used to be, Chicago was lit. like we used to go to Chicago, and every time we go to Chicago, like still, it's lit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we always had love from the shop, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Always had love, like for real.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope right there. You know what I'm saying? And you guys been, you know what I'm saying, like on almost every label out there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
Yeah.
been moving around, right?
Yes,
So you learned a lot, like you said, learn the hard way. But at the end of the day, what was the one thing that you learned from all of that that you still use today that makes you actual money? You know what I'm saying? One gem that you learned that, or just not even it makes you money, but just keeps you, that you keep with you dearly. Like, yo, I'm always follow this because this is what I learned doing
yeah.
this.
To like never really get too caught up mentally in like what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like, because like, you know, I see cats like get into this, like, you know, they be like a totally different person when they broke and poor. And then when they get into this, they act like they've been this bougie person their whole life. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
yeah.
I see people change overnight, you know what I'm saying? Because it goes to their head, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I've always like when I got into this business, I've always recognized it for what it is. Everybody ain't really your friend. They may act like it. Your entourage just come and go. People come and go all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta watch for ulterior motives, and it's just man, it's just a lot. Just not falling too much into the celebrity lifestyle, bro. Like it's like we always been humble dudes, bro, because it's like we look at certain stuff like, okay, we don't get down like that. We don't understand how people don't like support their fans and like take pictures and like sign autographs when like these the very people that made you who you are. It's not the record.
Absolutely.
It's not the record label. It's your fans. They made you who you are, and the fans need to realize they give a lot of artists power. Like they need to demand that respect back. Just keep it at 100. Like some fans be annoying as hell, and I'm gonna tell you about yourself when you're being annoying.
Word is born. Yo, don't run up on him. Please don't do that. Get a man in space.
But it's all good though. You know what I'm saying? If it's all respectful, man, then like it shouldn't be no problem with taking a 2-second picture, bam, sound all that bam, for a person that's probably never gonna see you again in their lives. You know what I'm saying? So, like never gonna be that close to you again in their life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it ain't that hard.
I can tell you one way how y'all fans can actually get a piece of him, but get a piece of him and make sure that you always have a piece of Krayzie Bone is y'all go to his website, you know what I'm saying, and get some of his apparel. Let's talk about the Life apparel, man. Let's talk about that clothing line, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We've been moving like almost like 20 years strong with this brand, you know what I'm saying? And like it's been doing real good, man. And the people know, you know, they can come there. It's a trusted brand. It's consistent, you know what I'm saying? We constantly keeping new gear on the, you know, coming out, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all get this, you know what I'm saying? And man, yeah, man, it's doing real good, like I said. And just we branching off working with other artists as well. So gonna be doing their merch as well. So just growing bigger and bigger as we go, you know?
Yeah. Yo, what's dope is I see you got one of your artists, Kane. He got apparel on there. You got DJ Quick on there. Like, yes, you know, you're capitalizing off of what we should have been capitalizing off of instead of having other people capitalize off of us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. We doing stuff with 3-6 Mafia. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, we working with a lot of artists, and any artists out there that need their merch done with some quality merch, holla at me, man. Holla at me. You already know.
No question. That jacket that you wore this week, the green joint, that's on there as well, right?
Yeah, not yet. That was exclusive.
Woo! Yo, that joint is fire right there.
Yeah, that was exclusive, man. I just had a vision to get one of them, man. I just wanted one of them jackets, you know what I'm saying? I was like, that'd be the dopest, you know what I'm saying, one to get. So I just grabbed that green. I always love the green on with the thug mentality, you know what I'm saying? The whole green just always pop, you know what I'm saying? So it's cool.
Yeah, that thug mentality joint, man. You know what I'm saying? From that album, y'all. I know a lot of y'all got that joint in y'all arsenal. I got it. I've been had it years and years ago. You know what I'm saying? I still got it actually in my arsenal over there in the boxes, right? You know, because now everything is digital, all downloaded on my iTunes. You know how that go. Yeah. So with that being said, right, as far as the merchandise, do you actually take the merchandise with you when you go in and you promoting your various companies and things of that nature, so they can get it directly from you as well, right?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like when we do big events, the merchandise does move with us, you know, because it all goes hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? Like it's everything related to Bone, they relate to cannabis, and so whether it's clothes, music, you know, it's all one. Like for real.
No question, man. So before we get up out of here, it's a couple of questions that I got for you, but this one right here is reverting back to you know, just the industry. So the first one I got for you is what does Steve Lobel mean to you? Because he's been with y'all he's like family first and foremost. He
Oh
looks
yeah.
like the uncle. You know what I'm saying? He's like the uncle Bone now. You know what I'm saying? But what does he mean to you?
Man, like we've been working with Lil Vel like since the beginning of our career. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like we started when he was getting started with the company Relativity. You know what I'm saying? And somehow they put him with us, and we went on the road, and we just started kicking like we just like everything we done. We just built that relationship, and we was just like, come on, let's move, and we just kept going. Like been through all these years and through everything, we always kept in contact and kept a bond, man. So it's like what I'm saying. He definitely is family for sure, definitely.
Yeah. No question, man. Like I know when I see him, I used to see him on his lives when Instagram was real young, right? Or anywhere that he's doing some sort of interview or he's just talking, he always talks about y'all. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, I mean, he's always talking about y'all. And I'm like, damn, that right there, that's something you can't buy. It's almost like every chance he gets, he's always mentioning Bone. He's always mentioning either one of you guys, like, oh yeah, I was just talking to him the other day, stuff like that. So that's the reason why I asked you that question, because it's like the love that y'all got for him got to be deeper than anything that you've ever encountered in this industry. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. For
Definitely.
sure.
Salute the We Working. So
Yeah.
do you have 80 crazy stories, some crazy tour stories that you can actually tell without getting too in depth? You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I've been on a couple of tours with some of my peoples, and man, let me tell you, I got this thing called I Got a Story to Tell, and I'm gonna tell you right now, when I go on my live, I talk that talk. You know what I'm saying? I just changed the names of the lames to protect the innocent.
I hear you. Man, but it's so many. Like we done been on the road for so long, man. It's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Which
really
one
can't.
stands out to you, like off the rip, off the beater?
Man, just like it probably would be like when we first realized what kind of waves we was making in the nation, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause like cause when we first started with Easy, like, we was doing tours and we would pull up to clubs and it was nobody in the motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? We like, damn, nobody showed up for us, you know what I'm saying? But then
Right.
like a few more months, in just a few more months, like we started doing arenas. You know what I'm saying? And it was like we went somewhere down south, I forgot where it was, and we went to this arena and the crowd was so crazy. And like they had barricades, they had like poles that was like in the ground, and like the crowd broke them like girls. It was nothing but girls. They broke them rails, and like we had to run. Like for real. It was crazy. Like we had to run, man, from a bunch of girls. They was trying to kill us. Like,
Yo,
for
you
real.
gotta understand, like a lot of people that don't know, they like, y'all ran for girls, but how much they could have, the girls would have ripped you guys to shreds. People don't understand that. Like, they're crazy fanatics. They don't call them fans for nothing.
Yeah, but it used to be rough. It used to be real rough. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
man,
that's
look, some of them be strong too. For real. For real.
yeah,
No
yo,
doubt.
they ever grabbed you up and you was like, God damn, you strong.
Bro, he put death grip like they ain't letting go, Jack. You got to drag him a few feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, what the, you know what I'm saying? For real. No, no.
Man, yeah, they'll grab anything. They always going for something you don't want them to go for. And then the next thing is the hair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
yeah, definitely.
crazy.
Always. That's the order too. That's the
Yeah,
order.
that's the
That's the
you know
order.
I know, man.
For real.
Word. That shit is crazy. So no pun intended either, right? So look, so you got this new joint coming out with
Mm-hmm.
DJ Paul, man. Let's talk about that. Let's get into that real quick.
Yes, indeed, man. we've been working on this, man. Ever since me and him was gonna do like the first little the face off we was gonna do, like we've
Yeah.
been working on this. We've been working on this in album, and you know, actually just got I actually just got finished texting him like a minute ago. And we was talking about getting back in the studio to polish
Salute.
everything off to make to make sure we got the songs on his. But so far, this album is like, man, like the first 4 songs was just like crazy, like, and you know, like once we kept going, the album was like crazy.
What sparked that? What made you guys y'all two come together and say, yo, let's do it. Let's just do this project. Fuck it. Let's just do it.
Man, but you know, we've been like cool for many years. Like I know a lot of people like, oh yeah, y'all had beef, but that beef was squashed like
Years ago.
Like people don't know, but like it was squashed a long time ago. Like we all been cool since then. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we always talked about doing some music together. But then when we talked about doing the whole face off thing, when they got pushed back, we was like, yo, we should do something to have it ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Around that time. You know what I'm saying? So we getting ready to like drop some real bangers on them, man. You know what I'm saying? Me spitting some crazy. That boy got some crazy beats, man. Woo.
Yo, he got some slappers. I can't even front. You know what I'm saying?
And
like
that brought the whole Leatherface flow out, man. So couldn't resist it. I couldn't resist it on them beats, man. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't
all day, every day.
Kill a few people. I had to go kill a few MCs, man. You know, for real.
As you should. As you should, man. You know what I'm saying? One thing that I noticed is that, you know what I'm saying? Like every time he gets on an interview, he talks about it. Like, yeah, I got this joint with Krayzie Bone, and I'm like, oh shit, that's, you know what I'm saying? I heard about it. I'm like, oh shit, and I had straight forgot about that until recently, and I'm like, oh shit, they are doing another project. I mean, they are doing a project together. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because I see you worked with Gangsta Boo on Leaf of Legends. You know what I'm saying? So we already knew that, but I didn't know that y'all was doing like a complete project.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely, man, definitely. Like we are, it's all love. Like yeah, we've been working on it like for a minute, so it's gonna be, yeah,
it's gonna be crazy. A lot of, you know what's crazy about that too? A lot of people who been sleeping or just didn't know, after they see, you know, what took place, they like, and they hear that like, word, but they don't understand what's what. Can you dig it?
Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. I hear you, for real.
See, a lot of people think that what you see on TV is just like surface stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Surface stuff, but they never understand what's going on in the background. You know what I mean? What's going on behind the scenes and behind that. And one thing I can say is that, you know, with you, you know, during this week, you said one thing that you didn't give a fuck about none of the other accolades. You came here to spit. You came here to give the people what they wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
That right there shows it's not always about. It ain't always about like we going head to head. We actually celebrating. We celebrating for y'all. We showing off what we've done, and we showing off our catalog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And with all of that, seeing the end, how y'all came together, which was probably what y'all was gonna do anyway, but come together and actually make it. That shit made it epic. I looked at it like this: y'all had way more promotion for the grand finale. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yeah, man. Yeah, man. It was basically like it was, for one, this needed to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole battle, because for one, we told the people it was gonna happen. It's been building up so much. You know, like the people wanted it to happen. You know what I'm saying? And I think it went well. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? We had the little the drama or whatnot. But you know, at the end of all that, like I mean, I think everything was cool. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like Busy felt like he had to handle what he had to handle to what was said to him. And as a man, I feel that, you know what I'm saying? As a grown man, I feel that, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm just glad, you know, everything came back to everything. Everybody came back to their senses and it simmered down. I mean, I knew it was, bro, because them dudes, my brothers, just like they my brothers, you know what I'm saying? I know all they whole
Absolutely.
camp, security and everything. Like they cool, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like I knew it wasn't going. I was actually shocked when
Of
I saw,
course.
oh my God, this can't be happening right now. Like not right now, not right now.
Yeah.
In the parking lot, not right now. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, everything worked out. Everything worked out good, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? We gonna move past this. We're gonna keep doing as we plan to move forward. You know what I'm saying? And man, everything is wonderful. But like you said, at the end, how everything came together, it just showed you, you know what I'm saying, like that, like what could have got out of hand didn't get out of hand because Busy was the bigger man. He came back and he apologized, and the show went on, and we rocked it. It was a wonderful thing. You know what I'm saying? Fans enjoyed it. It was entertaining. You know what I'm saying? I got to rap. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters.
Like you wanted to do. That's
You
what
know what
you
I'm saying?
wanted to do.
We had some real live legends in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like we had Lil Wayne, Wiz Khalifa, Lil Flip, you know what I'm saying? 8 Ball, MJG, man, come on, man. All them dudes, like, I love all of them. You know, we had Lil John
Yeah.
come out, Meg in there, man. We went and found Shatasa, man. We had to, you know what I'm saying? So
Yo,
it was just like, it was just like a big celebration and like everything was lovely, wonderful, man. Like for real.
bringing
Like,
her out, that
yeah,
right there was something different for me. Like, I mean, seeing everybody else come out, that shit was epic, right? But
yeah.
when y'all brought her out, the original girl that sang on the record,
Yo,
come on, man.
yo, honestly, I was like, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? We reached out to a lot of people, but you know, like a lot of
Yeah,
people, like, you know what I'm saying? But we wasn't bent on like going out and like trying to find a lot of, you know, like a lot of backup. You know what I'm saying? We was like, yo, bro, we going out here to rap, man. I put that in my dude's minds, like, yo, bro, skills. Skills to pay the
skills.
bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like that's what we going on. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's just how we was moving. Like you know what I'm saying? And like you know, the people try to shed more light on the negativity, man. But at the end of the day, it was successful. We still cool. Me and DJ Paul still got an album coming out. Just gonna knock
Let's
it
not
out.
forget that.
You know what I'm
Let's
saying? Man, it's going down. You know what I'm saying? And I also got a project coming out um, called Crazy Melodies.
melodies.
Yeah, and too very. I will be releasing the release date next week. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stay tuned for that. It's coming. Yeah,
I need one of them. I need the first single, bro. Like I need that, like it was
yeah.
yesterday, so we could throw it in
Got
rotation.
I
You know what
got
I'm
you.
saying?
Got you for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Indeed.
You know, I want to add on to. I want to add on to that. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that you getting the spins that you need, the scans. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I want to be contribute. I want to contribute that because that's me giving back to you for what you're doing for me right now. Salute
Appreciate
to the Bernadette, you know, uniquely coordinated for putting this together because she's been trying to put this together for a long time. And she called me. It was like, yo, Cray said you know, verses is done because you know we was trying to get it done before the verses so
you.
I could talk about like what you think. But this is even you know, God works the way God works. You know
Yes.
what I mean?
Indeed, he does for sure.
Yes, yes. So I definitely appreciate you for giving me this time. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to give you your night back, but I got two more questions for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
First one is, well, first of all, before I even ask this question, I want to say this to you. I appreciate the way that you give independent artists. And when I say independent artists, y'all, I mean artists that you haven't heard before. It's really called underground. because if you from the 90s like me, they underground artists. But you actually gave a brother by the name of Trelly Trell, y'all got a record, not on my level. You know what I'm saying? You gave him a shot, and you doing a different type of flow on this joint. Like, people don't understand, like, you're very diverse.
Oh yeah.
So I definitely want to appreciate you for that. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you for that.
Yes, indeed, man. You always, you know what I'm saying, I always want to give back, like, to the artists, man, because when I remember when we was trying to have somebody hear us, you know what I'm saying, and like, and listen to us, you know what I'm saying, and with nobody lend the ear. So it's always important, man, to just reach out to them dudes. Like, a lot of art, like, I'm not worried about running out of flow or running out of material. You know what I'm saying? That's as long as I'm alive and living life, I'm always be inspired to write something. So I'm not worried about using my best verse, because the next one's just gonna get better. Trust me. I ain't worried.
It's gonna get better.
Exactly.
No question. No question. Well, you know what? I mean, at the end of the day, people already know. They know your pedigree. They know that you ain't starving for no skills. Can you dig it? So we already know that. Salute to Steve Lobel in the building. We see you. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. So last question of the night, man, and then I'm gonna give you your night back. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of fun, you know, just going through the vibe. I could do this all night, right? Plenty of questions I wanted to ask, because some wasn't answered as far as years ago. You know what I'm saying? Years ago, I seen from my own eyes. I'm like, oh, for real? Word. These cats are real, but we'll say that for another time. We'll bump into each other. I already know. No question. But this last question I ask everybody, and you know, just everybody is authentic with this one. So when it's all said and done, and it's all over, how do you want to be remembered?
Man, I want to be remembered as somebody that you know what I'm saying, like influence people to just want to live a better life, like give you the inspiration to just want to be better, just want to live better, you know, because it's in everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of us, you know, the bumps and bruises of life knocks it out of some of us, you know what I'm saying, but it's still there. You know what I'm saying? You got to dig down. So I try to influence people, man, like by the music, and let's just staying true to the music, making music that people can like relate to, like, and like when people say that like our music saved them, that's worth more than any award or any of that stuff, like, because that's what we do it for, like, to reach people. That's what hip hop was created for, to be the mouthpiece for the people, to reach the people, to be the you know what I'm saying, like the communication line. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like we got to get back to that. Like, ain't nothing wrong with the, you know, party music and stuff like that, but like people do want to be inspired sometimes. People want to be influenced. People want to be encouraged in this world we live in. So it's like different kind of music out there for everybody, for real.
No question, man. That's spoken like a true legend, man. Well, I definitely appreciate you for giving me this time, man. Like I said, you know, we're going to definitely bump into each other. I know y'all got a show out here in Vegas soon. So you know what I'm saying? Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So hopefully I'll bump into you there. If I don't, I'll be there. That's all we going to say.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Yes, indeed, for sure.
No question, man. Well, I appreciate you for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you for everything you've done throughout the years, all the music that you gave us, man. We giving you your flowers here. You know what I'm saying? I know Nori gives you the real flowers, but you know, matter of fact, I ain't gonna give you the flowers, man. I'm gonna give you a plant. A plant, all you gotta do is keep watering it, and it'll give you life.
Give me the plant. I love it. Yes, indeed. For sure. Appreciate it, man.
No question, man. I salute you, and we'll see you next time, man.
Indeed. All love, bro. For sure.
One love. One.
All right, y'all.
Salute, y'all. And there you have it, man. Another legendary. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody for tapping in. I do apologize we couldn't get those questions that y'all had in the comments section and in the question section, but we was pressed for time. So without further ado, man, y'all already know how we give it up. If you're an artist who wants your music and your music is registered and you want to actually get your music played on This Is Hip Hop Radio, please go to thisishiphop.online or go to thisishiphop2@gmail.com, or stick around. We got Fire and Trash up, and y'all already know my slogan. Always show love, always stay true. You never know who belongs to who. God over money, money under family. And we'll see y'all next time, y'all. Let's get it. Peace.